Hey everyone, Dr. Delgado here again, keeping up with a commitment of one video per day. I almost missed it, almost went home without doing it. But what I'm going to talk about today is, what was I going to talk about? I'm going to talk about goals. It's something that you always hear about in personal development, you always hear about it in life and in business. It's all about setting goals. And I remember having a real love-hate relationship with goals. I understood them, and then I would put them out there, and then what would happen? I wouldn't achieve them. So then it was like, beat myself up, you so rubbish, and it got to a point where I said to myself, I'm not going to do any goals anymore, because I always set them, I never achieve them, and they just make me feel bad. So what is the purpose of them? And what I've learned now is, number one, my goals were not specific enough, and number two, I had too many of them. Okay, and that's changed everything. So from a goals point of view, what I mean by not specific enough, your goal cannot be, I want to be healthier, because that's so too vague. Fuzzy targets don't get hit. It must be as detailed as possible. My goal is to lose 5 kilograms within the next 3 months. It must be specific. So that's what changed. Number one is I would write it down. Don't type it out. When you write something down, you get it. There's so much more connections up to the brain than if you type it out. Think about it, when you write with your hand, there's so many different variations you can do with your hand. When you're typing, there's only a few variations. So when you write, there's more pathways getting fired to the brain, so it's going into the unconscious mind. So when you set goals, number one, you write it down. Number two, you must be as specific as possible. And number three, don't have too many. You want to spend your time on one goal first and then move to the next one and the next one. If you say, I want to be healthy, I want to be wealthy, I want to have a great relationship, I want to do this, I want to do this, within 3 months, you're going to lose your focus and your mind is going to be scattered. So I would start with one, and I would focus all my thoughts and all my emotions into the attainment of that goal. At a later video, we'll talk more about how you can use your emotions to super boost your chance of reaching that goal. And then when I started doing that and being more specific, so I'll give you another example. When I wanted to start speaking professionally, I used to say, okay, I want to do more professional presentations where I'm paid for it, because this is my passion. And that was very vague. Whereas the 1 month I said, I want to book 2 professional presentations within the next month or the next 2 months, then suddenly my subconscious or unconscious mind started focusing towards that, and all these things started to come into place, and then suddenly it happened. Okay, so goals, be specific, don't have too many, write it down with an old school, not typing, with a pen, read it every single day, and you will see magic happen. Okay, so have a good night, thanks for all the messages, and I will see you tomorrow at the next video. Bye.